Hello and welcome to Active Ideas. This is an Enduro 2 unboxing. I'm just going to quickly dive into what it's like to unbox this watch, a few little features, and yeah, the full review will be coming soon. But yeah, this is the Enduro 2 and I hope you like it. I've been testing out the 955, this is the white version, the solar version, and enjoying it. I've run into some issues, and you might have seen my video which has got like 40,000 views now, which is amazing. Just going through maybe some of the things that I didn't enjoy about the 955. Apart from that, it's been my daily driver for a very long time now. And yeah, we have the unboxing now of the Garmin Enduro 2, so this is an awesome watch for people who are looking for that flashlight feature, and I can see myself using that a lot as we go into winter now. I don't like wearing head torches and hats, ironically, when I go for runs. I like just to be in comfortable clothes, go out for a run, not have to worry about head torches and jackets and all these things. I like the watch, I can just put it on and off I go. I've got like a light source. Let's get it open, shall we? So on the front we've got this awesome Sapphire Solar Ultra Performance Enduro 2 by Garmin. We've got the side profile and we've got the Garmin logo this side and another side profile. One kind of highlight that I like about the watch is just the way they've done this button. It feels really good to use, and also I think it looks really cool just to have that kind of like special function button. Let's get it open, shall we, and try not to drop it. Oh boy. So this is the Garmin Enduro 2 and I've really enjoyed using it. I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll just take off the protective screen. When you open this, look at it, I mean it's amazing, it looks fantastic. Let's switch it on. Yeah, these stickers I like to keep as well, just in case you're ever going to resell them. Also, when you take it out of the box, another cool addition is you haven't just got this nylon strap, which I'm a big fan of. I'm even using it on my 955, but you also get some backups. So let me show you what's in the box as well. So you get this one silicone band here, and you also get this other part of the silicone band here, and these are quick fit, so you just literally pull them back and they're going to snap straight onto the band and you're good to go. And these are just going to give you a bit more support, the quick fit bands, when you're doing like your Ironman triathlon and yeah, you've got a swimsuit on, you don't want to rip your watch off. But just more generally, I mean, if you're into more of your triathlon training, if I'm swimming a lot, these bands can be a bit annoying because they not only take longer to dry, but also if you've got like kind of an aggressive, terrible swim stroke like me, it's very easy for this to just get ripped off and then your watch is floating to the bottom of the pool, which I've had a few times. You obviously get the charging cable, so it's the same cable that's come with every other Garmin that you're used to for the past, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years now. You get the Enduro 2 manual, so lots of things to flick through here about how to use it. If you're needing to flick through this manual, then this probably isn't the watch for you, because yeah, there's just so many different settings that you can include. And we've also got the health and safety hazardous information there. So without further ado, when you want to get this out of the entraption that is stuck in, you want to kind of like loosen it off, and then you'll be able to pop this placeholder out. When you've got your Garmin Enduro 2 off, this is kind of the form factor. And should we have a look at it compared to the 955? I think we should. You can't deny that this is a spectacular looking watch. I'm really impressed with how it looks. And as I mentioned as well, I really like this kind of feature button here to start and stop your runs, confirm selections, all that good stuff. I'm not the biggest guy either, so I have quite small wrists. I've got 16, I think 0.5 centimeters. I don't know, I measured it some time ago. But yeah, basically a large lady's wrist size or a small man, so I'm right in the middle. The 955 fits good. It's a really good fit for me actually, but I'm not having any comfort issues with the Enduro 2. It feels really comfortable for when you're running. The side profiles are a bit different, but again, there's just not much in it. And when you think of the battery life enhancements that you're getting, I mean, it's just ridiculous. And also how nice it is to look at a massive screen. Let's zoom in a little bit more, shall we? There we go, so we're in, we've got the 955 here, we've got the Enduro 2 here, and let's, for the sake of it, whip out the 255, shall we? So I like this progression in size as well for you to see. See, I really like the progression of size in these watches, and you can see the 255S here, the 955 getting a bit bigger, and then we've got the massive 51mm Enduro 2 here at the end as well. What have I enjoyed about using these different watches? Well, 255 has been very comfortable for just casual training. Like if I'm going out for a 5k and I want to wear a watch, you know, there's no doubt this one's the most comfortable to wear because it's so lightweight as well. You're probably gonna get the best heart rate data, but also because it's plastic casing and there's not much going on, you're getting really good, or I'm getting really good GPS data, if not outperforming the Enduro 2 and 955. The 955 has been an amazing kind of lifestyle watch. I think this is good if you're really heavy into training. If you're into triathlon training, you want to do your first Ironman. This is a great watch to wear and sleep in. It's not too heavy. You can collect all of your body battery data, heart rate data, your sleeping data, recovery analysis, and I've been enjoying the new HRV analysis as well, which you do have on all of these watches, but yeah, I just feel this is more comfortable to wear all day. And one thing that as someone who has multiple Garmins, but I think this will benefit all users, I think they need to improve their Physio TrueUp. I used to rock just the Garmin 6X titanium solar, so it was a big watch like this big boy here, but I didn't like wearing it all day. So what I used to use during the day was a Vivo Smart 4, which is why I've got a Vivo Smart 4 review on this channel. And it was a really good combination because during the day and most of my activities, I could have this really lightweight, almost Whoop-like band to wear all day, but collecting data for Garmin. And then when I go on my big endurance runs or expeditions or whatever, you've got the big 6X or the Enduro 2 to wear later on. And the issue is with these HRV and kind of sleep stages and all this data that Garmin offers you, I'm just not seeing a very good sync on the watches, even down to like your training status. So I'm having one day where one watch tells me I'm productive, the other one tells me I'm a recovery, and the other one tells me that my VO2 max is going down, and they've all got access to the same data, and it's just a bit confusing as to why that can happen. Yeah, I think Physio TrueUp, once they crack that, I think that's just going to unlock a whole new dynamic for Garmin users who want to have a really big ultra watch but don't necessarily want to sleep in it, because this isn't the most comfortable thing to sleep in. So you've got the solar intensity, which it's the UK winter, so nothing at the moment. I'm getting 0.2 thousand lux at the moment, and I like how here on the Enduro 2 you can actually see your average lux as well, and I like that it's showing you not just that but also the actual units as well, which I really like about the Fenix, Epics and the Enduro. You can get like this really good breakdown of how much sunlight you're getting. So why is it good to see the average sunlight during the week? Well, I think it's really good because if you're monitoring your sunlight and your vitamin D levels, I'm someone who's a bit prone to that, having low vitamin D levels in the winter, you can actually see how much sunlight you've been getting throughout the week. And as you can see here, I've been getting nothing, which is bad, but it's nice to be able to monitor that. To jump into more of the Enduro, also, I'm using the buttons here, but the touchscreen is fantastic on the Enduro 2, so why not showcase it? So we'll scroll down to the weather. So yeah, we've got the feels like temperature, so it feels like 13 degrees. The temperature is 13 degrees. We've got 0 chance of rain and a 15 miles per hour wind coming from the west direction. And it's saying a 13 degree high but an 8 degree low later on tonight. And that was updated as of a few minutes ago. You've got kind of like your hourly weather as well, so I can see that the sun's going to go down soon, between 4 and 5 PM. And it's got your weather breakdown as well. And you can flick through the time, so I can go all the way up to 3 AM here. Coming out of here, you can look at your daily, so I can look at Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's just going to show you for the forthcoming days what kind of weather you're looking at. We've got the daily, we've got the 12-hour trends, so you can look at how much rain there has been and also what the temperature's been doing over the past 12 hours. Weather options. No, you can just choose Celsius or Fahrenheit. And we've also got the dew point, which is, I listen to the Crushing Iron podcast, and he loves to talk about, well, they like to talk about the dew point and how much that actually affects running fatigue and training fatigue. And we just seem to neglect it as people who, go out and try and smash ourselves every day. So that's really cool, and in fact, more useful to know than the humidity, or it helps you understand the humidity of the day. So that's cool. You've got the sunrise and sunset, so the sunrise at 7 AM today, and it's going to set in less than an hour. And I like that you've got these twilight zones as well, so you kind of have an idea of when it's, the sun is actually setting, as opposed to when it's completely gone down. We've got the compass here, so let's switch on the compasses and have a little look, shall we? They're all pointing in a very similar direction. As I said, I always found the 955 to be a little off, even after a calibration. And you can see the 255 is a little off as well. I don't calibrate these very often, but I know that these are more in the ballpark, like north is over there somewhere, as opposed to where the 255 is pointing at the moment. You've got the superior or your training kind of status that you're at the moment. So it's got my VO2 max of 56. And what does that mean? Well, that means nothing to many people, even me really. But you can scroll down and see, oh look, my lactate threshold is 181. It says here that this is a manual entry, but it's not. I've never entered the lactate threshold into this watch. I've just used the HRM Pro sensor actually, the heart rate strap, and it's collected that automatically. And then it's got my 5k predictions here, you know, my 10k predictions, half marathon time and full marathon time. So it's really interesting to know that. We've got the training status where it's saying, look, my VO2 max is steady, so it's not going down, which is good to know. And also my load is optimal, so I can see that here. You've got my load focus, and it's telling me that I've got an anaerobic shortage, which is really cool to know. And I've been doing loads of slow, steady running recently and struggling with the faster workouts. And you can really go through all that this data. So we've got the VO2 max, you can see it trending down. This is really cool actually, I've never seen it so accurate. Yeah, you can see your absolute values here, really detailed. Below that you've got HRV, but as I said, 955 is my main watch at the moment, and this is a bit heavy. And then my recovery here as well, so in 22 hours I'll be fully recovered. But as you can see, as I'm swiping through the screen here, just a really responsive screen. This is kind of your last activity, so I can see that yesterday I did cardio and I also did spin class, and you can scroll through loads of activities. We've got the steps here, so you can see the steps that have been done and how far you are away from your step goal. And also your heart rate, you can see your heart rate, body battery, sleep data, pulseOX, suggested workouts. It's telling me that today I should probably be running 39 minutes at 8:30 pace, and I can actually press and select to do that workout. So notifications, there we go, I've got some Instagram, I've got some Ring, I've got some sports shoes. Music control, which I've actually really been loving for my runs. I use this more than the actual Spotify on the watch because I just blast music from my phone, and this has been really, really handy feature. And we've got the world times, so I love this. We've got the Melbourne, the Perth and the Barbados times there. Calories, health snapshot, respiration rate, stress, temperature, reading, and that's everything. One interesting thing as well is that, yeah, I'm currently getting, let's have a look. My long-term average is I'm losing about 0.2% an hour. What that is equating to is about 4.95% a day, and I'm getting on average about 20 days on charge. And you know, I use this quite heavily and then I take it off, and then I use it quite heavily, and that's been a bit of a staccato use case for me. And also the flashlight has been taking up a lot of the battery, because I've been loving this. So yeah, thank you for watching the unboxing on the Enduro 2. This is an awesome watch, to be honest. The weight is a little bit too much for me, but I've been loving the flashlight feature. It's fantastic. Just 1, 2, 3, and you're lighting up the path ahead of you, and that's been fantastic. And a reason to really keep this bigger model. I do hope that Garmin eventually bring the flashlight versions to, you know, the Fenix 7 and those smaller watches, because this is absolutely fantastic, especially if you're, you know, winter training. The cadence thing on here is wicked too. Yeah. Peace out. So thanks for watching, you know the drill, like, comment and subscribe if you can. My slogan, dreams are a step away, and remember, show compassion, show esteem, and have fun out there. Peace out.